Hi, this is Cate with CSAC. As you probably know, over the weekend the legislature passed an on-time budget and we'll be sending it to the governor's desk. So we thought we'd take a few minutes to talk about what's in the budget, wins and losses, and then my colleague DeAnn will be talking a little bit about the process for how we got here. First, the wins. Some really good news for counties on a couple of fronts. Number one, many of you know that the state has owed counties a considerable amount of money for mandates pre-2004. Well, we got $100 million in mandate repayments coming our way as a result of this budget. So that's good news for everyone. Moreover, the budget was written in such a way that if revenues continue to outpace estimates, we could get paid the remainder of the $500 to $600 million that were owed much sooner than anyone really thought was possible. Secondly, very happy with the fact that the legislature has decided to advance payments to counties for roads that of funds that we were owed over the last couple of years. So we thought the governor was going to put forward about $100 million to counties for our road systems. It turns out local government's going to get about $242 million for streets and roads within county jurisdictions. So another very good result there. We really got most of what we asked for in the public safety side. In particular, the $500 million for new jail construction with an emphasis on space for rehabilitative programming is in the budget, so we're pleased about that. Didn't get everything. We would have liked a cap on the length of time an offender could serve in county jails. That was not included in this year's budget, so we'll be going back to the legislature and the governor next year to fight to have the cap placed on length of terms in jails. Frankly, jail is no place to serve a long period of time. Secondly, we really hoped that the legislature might do something more for our small and rural counties. So we're going to be going again back to the Department of Finance, back to the administration, and try to put forward some additional arguments to get some money flowing to our smaller counties through payment in lieu of taxes and other programs where the state and federal governments owe our counties dollars. So overall good result. Not everything we wanted, of course, and plenty still to fight for.
It was different in that we were not facing a deficit situation. Recall last year when we started the budget discussions, it was about how much we might lose. It was about shifting $2.3 billion in programs down to the county level, and we stood up and said absolutely not, no more realignment. We need to work through implementation of the 2011 public safety realignment. And so we were glad this year that we were actually, for the first time in many, looking at a surplus. So it was about where can we achieve additional resources for counties to ensure they can do their job at the local level. And we knew the governor was also interested in paying down the wall of debt. So we saw that as a win-win. And so one of the times we met with the governor personally with our officers, we made that ask. And ultimately, of course, that was one of 3 changes that the governor included in his May revision. I think it's extremely important to have the engagement of our local elected officials, and we did rely on them. We may not have PAC money, we may not have campaign money, but we have local elected officials who have a lot of influence in their communities and have a lot of relationships with the legislature, leadership, and the administration. And so we consistently went to our elected officials and asked them to target certain members that were in key positions to make key decisions throughout this entire budget process.